Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our play, SOS from Santa. What happens when Santa can't find a suit on Christmas Eve? We'll have to watch and find out. Enjoy the show.
Donder and Blitzen, here it is, Christmas Eve, and I have nothing to wear.
Now, Santa, remember your blood pressure.
You should have thought of that when you sent my entire wardrobe to the cleaners.
But everything was covered with soot.
Soot doesn't bother me. It's my suit. I must have my suit.
There's always your summer seersucker.
Summer seersucker? Bah. When it's cold enough to freeze a red light on Rudolph's nose, you talk to me about a summer seersucker?
But you'd be warm enough with your thermal underwear.
Poppycock. What do you suppose the children think to see me crawling out of their fireplace in a summer seersucker?
The children will be fast asleep.
You don't know much about children on Christmas Eve. Half of them will be wide awake, peeping over the stereo, or hiding behind the sofa to see me arrive.
What about your gray flannel or your navy blue pinstripe?
For the last time, woman, I'll hear no more about my summer seersucker, my gray flannel, my navy blue pinstripe, my Irish tweed, my Scotch plaid, or my velvet smoking jacket. I cannot, I will not, I dare not stir out of this house without my red suit, my fur-trimmed hat, my heavy white gloves, my red muffler, and my thick woolen socks. Now where are they?
Well, dearie me, if only I knew. I can't remember whether I sent them to the Evergreen Cleaners, the Nevergreen Cleaners, or the Everclean Cleaners. But if you'll just be patient.
I don't have time to be patient. I should be dressed and ready to go right now.
Hip, hop, skip, jump, and leap are making the rounds of the cleaning establishments. They should be back at any minute.
All the cleaning places are closed at this hour of the night.
You can count on your elves to get in. After all, this is an emergency.
That's the only thing you said tonight that has my wholehearted approval.
What did I tell you? Here they come now.
Now look, Santa. You ran at the Evergreens and you never saw your suit.
Seems to have an evergreen plant, Santa.
The night watchman at Evergreen went through the whole shop and there wasn't a trace of a Santa Claus suit.
I'm done for. My whole career wiped out. My reputation ruined.
There's still a chance, sir.
We stopped at HBN.
The Hollywood Broadcasting Network.
And they're putting a special announcement on the air right away.
An SOS to everybody in Holidayland.
Surely somebody will find your suit.
No doubt. On about Easter or the 4th of July, somebody will discover it. But I need help now, tonight, this very minute.
What about Snip and Snap? With their new magic sewing machine, they should be able to make you a whole new suit in a matter of minutes.
A great idea, Mrs. Santa. Let me ring for them.
Good thinking, Mrs. Santa. Snip and Snap can fix them up in no time.
Your troubles are over, Santa. With Snip and Snap on the job, you have nothing to worry about.
Come on, guys, wake up.
You rang for us, Santa?
Snip and I were just about ready to go to bed. We came as fast as we could.
Sorry to disturb you after hours, but this is an emergency. How long did it take you to make me a new suit? A new suit? From top to toe. Coat, trousers, cap, everything.
Well, we already have your measurements. We can use the old pattern, which is a few enlargements here and there. When do you need it?
An hour ago. But if you can fix it in 20 minutes, I'll still have time.
20 minutes? That's not very long.
What do you think, Snap?
We can try.
This is the real SOS.
We'll get to work at once.
Splendid. I knew I could count on you. Wait!
We got one problem, Santa.
What is it?
It's a matter of color, Santa.
What color would you like, sir?
There's only one possible color for a Santa Claus suit.
Red!
We were afraid of that.
What do you mean? There's not a single scrap of red material left in the workroom.
We used the last boat yesterday for the toy soldiers.
But we have yards and yards of lovely green, Santa. Plenty of purple.
In a beautiful bright blue, though, just match your eyes.
I'm not quite sure, but I think we have a couple yards of brilliant orange.
I can't bear it.
Are you positively certain there's no more red?
Absolutely, positively certain. 100% sure.
Then you can't help me. Please go. Leave me to my misery.
We're terribly sorry, Santa. We do anything we could.
We know you could. We know you would, and we appreciate it. But there's just nothing you can do, so you might as well go to bed.
Good night, Mrs. Santa. Good night, Santa.
It's all my fault. If only I could remember
Christmas.
Don't say such a thing, Santa.
Maybe somebody's in trouble.
Maybe someone's lost or hurt.
We better get the door.
Yes, we couldn't turn anyone away on Christmas Eve.
Who are you? What do you want?
My card, sir. We represent the Greater Ghosts and Goblins of the Halloween Associates. We just heard your SOS over the Holiday Broadcasting Network, and we've come to help.
You found my suit.
Sorry, Santa. That's our supply of pillowcases and vacuum laundry. I thought we might need them for when we take over.
When you take over,
That's why we're here to make Santa's rounds tonight.
But you're ghost.
You scare the wits out of the children.
And imagine how you look after one trip down a chimney.
May I remind you, friends, that we can turn ourselves invisible whenever we wish. So we are not fighting anyone. Besides, we won't need to go down chimneys. We can go right through walls, doors, rooftops, anywhere we like.
but you belong to Halloween, not to Christmas.
I'm surprised you, Santa.
You should really spend more time in the public library.
It just so happens that the most famous Christmas story in all the world is about ghosts.
You must be talking about Dickens' Christmas Carol.
Exactly, madam. There you will find the ghost of Jacob Marley, as well as the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the spirit of Christmas yet to come.
I'm sorry, but somehow I just don't like the idea.
It may seem a bit strange yet for Santa, but actually, those witches and Robin spirits have an honored place at Christmas time.
All over the world, children like to sit around the fire listening to ghost stories on Christmas Eve.
That would be fun.
And besides, there are many superstitions about ghosts and witches who ride abroad at Christmas time.
I hate to seem ungrateful, but no, I really can't accept your offer.
If you don't mind, then we'll just stay a while.
Perhaps you'll change your mind.
I'll get it. Maybe someone has found a missing suit.
Good evening. We beg your leave to enter.
Do come in.
What a surprise! A pair of pilgrims on Christmas Eve.
My good dame and I have heard of your ill fortune, sir, and we have come to be of service.
When we heard your call for help, we set forth at once.
Most good of you. I'm afraid there's nothing you can do.
Be not so certain that, my friend. I have come to drive your sleigh tonight.
Drive Santa's sleigh!
I know my husband has not had much experience with reindeer, but in England he often drove a coach and four.
The chimneys, of course, are out of the question. I will deliver the packages at the door.
This is truly amazing. From a little history I know, you pilgrim folk did not exactly approve of Christmas celebration.
Quite so, but here in William Bradford's journal is an account of Christmas Day at Plymouth Rock in the year 1620. You will note how when the governor called out men for work, most of the company excused themselves because it went against their conscience to work on the day.
And they spent their time at play, pitching knee-ball, playing stool ball, and such like sports.
Of course, we do not hold of gaming or partying on the streets, but times have changed, and what a man does in his own house is a matter of his own conscience.
But you pilgrims belong to Thanksgiving, not Christmas.
Every day should be a day of thanks, Mistress Claus, and what better day to give thanks than Christmas?
I'm sure the children will be most grateful for the gifts they receive. In truth, I cannot bear to see the little ones deprived of their trinkets and their toys.
I never would have believed it. Never.
Morning caller, see who it is, Skip.
Good pilgrims, if you don't mind sitting next to those, perhaps you'll join us on the sofa.
Thank you, Master Spook.
Wow, the King and Queen of Hearts. Welcome, Your Majesties.
We are indeed honored by this visit.
Your Christmas plea or SOS, the signal of your dire distress, has touched your hearts, and so we have come to help you make your Christmas run.
My lord and I would lend a hand and carry out your least command, to spare your sorrow and disgrace. The King of Hearts will take your place.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's impossible. The children don't think it was Valentine's Day.
But Christmas is a day of love and joyful tidings from above. Because of all the day imparts, who's better than the King of Hearts?
He'll fill his stocking to the brim, with lovey's Christmas cheer trim. And when the children see their toys, our gift of love will swell their joys.
They're right, Santa. Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without love and kindness and happy hearts.
I think it's a great idea, Santa.
I couldn't allow it. I must go myself.
Please, Santa, not in your bathrobe.
If your majesties will wait a few minutes, we can discuss this further.
Great jangling jingle bells! It's the Easter Bunny!
Peter Cottontail at your service, and Mrs. Cottontail too. Now, Santa, if you will, show me where things are. We get Christmas on the road.
Wait a minute. This is Christmas, not Easter.
And Christmas is a day of helping our friends and neighbors.
The minute we heard your SOS on the Holiday Network, we hopped right over.
I thank you both from the bottom of my heart, but it just wouldn't do.
Why not?
For one thing, your clothing isn't suitable for chimney hopping.
And you're accustomed to filling nests, not stockings.
Nests or stockings, Easter eggs or Christmas gifts. What's the difference? Santa, you and I are in the same business, making children happy.
And every child loves the Easter Bunny.
But it's the wrong time of year.
We couldn't impose on you.
Nonsense! If Santa finds the soup by Easter time, he can return the favor by delivering the Easter eggs.
Me? Deliver Easter eggs? What is the world coming to?
Please sit down. We've never had so many callers on Christmas Eve before.
Bless my button. My Uncle Sam, come in. I think you know all these good people.
Of course. What a pleasure to see all of our great holiday representatives gathered together. What can we do for you, Uncle Sam? It's what I can do for you. I'm coming in to Santa's SOS.
Don't tell me you want to play Santa Claus.
Another applicant. If only Christmas came on the 4th of July. Dates are important. Except in history lessons, and as for playing Santa, I'd make a good one. After all, America is the land of holidays. The country where every man is free to celebrate the holidays of his choice and observe the customs of his native land. So what do you say, Santa? Will you accept me as a substitute?
Be a great sight to see Uncle Sam drive my reindeer through the skies, but I'm afraid the children of other nations might not understand.
You have a point there, Santa. We must think of another way. The best and only way would be to find his suit. Since we haven't been able to do that, suppose we do the next best thing.
What's that?
Make do with what we have. But all I have is the boots. Splendid. We'll start from those. And from there, we'll invent, improvise, and use the materials by hand to make you a complete new outfit.
Just as we did our first Thanksgiving in Plymouth, everybody contributed something.
Since Santa already has the boots, allow me to furnish the socks. I spun the yarn and knit them myself, so I know they are good and warm.
Thank you. Woolen socks are a must on Christmas Eve. My pants may be somewhat tight, but at least the color's right.
Hurry, Santa.
Let's go to your dressing room and try them on.
We'll help you. You'll be dressed in him. But can we find a coat that will fit him? My velvet coat is full and wide. He just might squeeze himself inside. Thank you. A Santa Claus suit must be trimmed with fur, and I always carry an extra supply in case Peter catches himself on a briar bush. I'm sure there's enough here for an edging. Splendid! Snip and snap can sew it on in a few seconds.
He'll need a big broad belt to hold himself together. I hope it's big enough.
Snip and snap can always that piece in the back where it won't show.
I'll need a timepiece. I'll give him my gold watch. It keeps perfect holiday time.
That scarf of yours would make a fine muffler, Uncle Sam, if it's long enough.
An excellent idea. You need a warm scarf on a night like this. Thank you, Uncle Sam.
But what about us? We're all in one piece. We have nothing to give.
Don't worry, friend. It's a spirit that counts. I just happened to think, Your Majesty, that how will His Royal Highness manage out his pants? The King of Hearts will find his way. His velvet cloak will save the day.
Here I am. How do I look?
Just one more thing, Santa. We won't you catch any cold. Here, take my gloves. They're good and warm.
Thank you, Uncle Sam.
Besides, you'll need a timepiece. Allow me to offer you my watch.
I'll take good care of it, Peter. And now, thanks to my good friends from Hollyland, I'm ready to take off. Elves, you may harness my sleigh.
It's ready when you see Santa.
Good. Mrs. Santa, my pack, if you please.
Your pack? Oh my goodness, sakes alive!
Don't tell me you don't know where it is.
Never mind, Santa. Take one of these.
But it's so small.
There's plenty more, Santa. Fill them as you please. It's my contribution.
And I thank you, sir.
I've never seen you look better, Santa.
Only what, Hop?
Well, sir.
It's your cap.
My cap. What's wrong with my cap?
There isn't any.
We'll soon fix that.
No. It looks great on you, Uncle Sam, but on Santa, it's terrible.
Since Santa's the king of holidays,
Oh, that wouldn't be proper.
Underwear.
The April Fool!
Oh, Santa, will you ever forgive me? Here's your suit.
Where in the world did you find it?
I can hardly bear to tell you. I had it all the time. I took it as a joke.
A joke?
An April Fool prank. I thought it would be funny to pretend I was Santa Claus and then shout out, April Fool! You're worse than the name of hearts who stole my tarts!
Yeah!
I wasn't stealing. I meant to return it right away. But somehow I forgot until just now when I heard Santa's SOS on the radio.
The rich belongs in the stocks.
Yeah!
She's a disgrace to Holiday Land.
Yeah!
She deserves to go into exile, banished forever.
Yeah!
All witches and goblins may show like a pro.
Yeah!
Not without trial. The Court of Calendars must decide her fate. April Fool, I order your arrest.
Yeah!
No, I forbid it.
But she's broken the law!
And she has mended it by returning my property. I'll bring no charges against her.
Thank you, Santa. I'll never do such a foolish thing again. Not even for fun.
I'm sure you won't.
I'll do anything to show you how sorry I am.
Then give me your cap.
My cap.
Yes, it's just a thing I need to complete my outfit. If Mrs. Cottontail put a ball around the end, it'll be perfect.
But you don't need a cap now. Have your very own suit.
We'll help you put it on.
No, thank you. I'd rather wear this suit.
But this one's made of bits and pieces. It isn't really a proper Santa suit at all.
Oh, yes, it is, my dear. But it's the best suit I've ever had because it's made of love and good wishes. Thank you, Mrs. Cottontail. Now, as for the other suit, Mrs. Santa, you can put it away in mothballs. From now on, I'll be wearing this suit as a reminder that Christmas is every holiday rolled into one.
You're right, Santa.
Christmas is a day of love and kindness. A day of faith and prayer.
A day of joy and gladness.
A day of fun and laughter.
A day for remembering the past.
A day of peace and goodwill to all mankind.
So it's all aboard for the merriest Christmas ever. You can tell the children I'm on my way. Ho, ho, ho.
Goodbye,